mission lies ahead of you, as it did mine so long ago.
Well, I personally don't think it was right for Kirk to break into the computer system so he could overcome the Kobayashi Maru, because what it could do down the road is it could lead to rash decisions when he needs to be protecting his starship. And you see that in later episodes, these rash decisions that Kirk makes. So while he's considered a hero for fixing the Kobayashi Maru computer simulation, while he's doing that, he also misses out on the experience that it might be to be in a catch-22 or impossible situation to sort of deal with. Certainly, Jim, I don't care what you think, because your Star Trek knowledge is quite limited. You say these things, and you're definitely only an expert in DS9, while I am an expert in all the series. I certainly have every episode except Enterprise, because, well, that sucked. Ah, the words of geekiness. Now, this is Tommy C, and this is the best of A Shot from the Point, a hockey podcast, surprisingly enough. Now, back in the old days, men, they smoke cigars and have mistresses. And we've moved away from those days. Now, with movies like The Avengers and Iron Man, guys tend to be, way more into geeky stuff than they had been in years past. When I was a kid, Dungeons and Dragons was a surefire way not to get laid. But this kind of stuff has become more common, and you've actually even seen more women getting involved with it. I don't know. I don't know what happened to a world where, going out drinking with your buddies and chasing chicks and, maybe playing a rec hockey on the weekends or something. We've lost that. And I'm guilty of it too. I read way much more. Well, read, no. And then I really think that's a waste of time if you're reading fantasy. Oh, did I offend you? Good. Because you are wasting your time. Read a biography. Read a history book. Yeah, no, I'm better than you. Really, I'm filling a gap in time here that we're going to have for a segment we used to have on A Shot from the Point called Geekery News. And that led into Dave's, considers himself kind of a geek aficionado. That led itself to Dave's, I guess Geek Show. And now I think it's, what was it called? This Guy's Take on It, which I was a guest on frequently. And it led to this View from the Couch and his blog. And he's become sort of a geek aficionado, building a show, a lot like we are in A Shot from the Point. Now, back in those days, what we couldn't do is, like I said, we did the show on a whim. So we had to fill the gaps to at least make the show 45 minutes to an hour long. And so we stumbled on other topics. Some of the stuff was the funniest stuff I think we ever did. And it had to do with geeky stuff, which I can enjoy in doses. And we didn't always talk about hockey. If you notice, the best of A Shot from the Point doesn't necessarily have too much to do with, how can I say it, with hockey. It's just the best moments, whether it would be with hockey or not. That's kind of what we do, at least back then, back in the old minus episodes. How's your summer going, jerks? I don't know. Running out of shit to say. So let's get into a class, a format, rules, All right. If you don't want to get laid, listen to this show. If you don't want to meet a girl again, this is the one you have to listen to. This is the best of A Shot from the Point, the Geek episode.
NHL news.
Yeah, we're out. And now we're going into geekery news.
Geekery news.
Yeah. What do you got for me, Dave?
Okay, well, we already alluded to the fact that we lost a giant in the literary field. He's the first author that really got me into fantasy and science fiction. Ray Bradbury, one of the most influential authors in the genre. It's him, Isaac Asimov, Tolkien, Jordan, and then in the modern day Salvatore, and then everybody else.
Keeping young people from getting laid for generations. Thank you, Mr.
Hey,
Bradbury. All those heroes keeping people from meeting women and enjoying their life. Thank you very much, Mr. Bradbury. Thank you, Tolkien. Thank you, all those guys. Thanks for.
How dare you, sir?
How dare I? How dare I? I'll tell you why dare I. Because that stupid Tolkien was a spillover to D&D, and somebody trapped me to playing Dungeons & Dragons, and I couldn't get laid! That's why! Thank you! Thank you, Ray Bradbury!
Inadequacy, sir.
I couldn't get laid because that stupid game!
It's not stupid. It's a lifestyle choice.
Yeah, I'll say.
Like,
It's a lifestyle of celibacy. That's what it is. I should have took a vow and got a white collar!
There's plenty of nerd chicks that you can bang in your circles. You just don't want to make that sacrifice.
Thank you, Mr. Well, you know what? I got over it. Believe me.
Yeah, get over it.
I got over it.
You're playing WoW right now.
I'm not playing WoW right now. I was playing WoW.
What if you could afford it?
No, I can afford WoW. I just can't play it for fucking 18 hours a day. I do have a life and a daughter and a job. Yeah. Maybe I should give you my account.
Yeah, give me your account and pay for it.
I might have a month on there. I might let you borrow it. I don't know.
Just
I can't talk about that because, oh boy, Chris the Angry Swede would love to talk about this.
I'd love to reactivate my account.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
God. Hopefully. Is he on? God, we could bring him into this conversation. No, he's not on. He's never on when we need him. Jackass.
Yeah.
And Chris the Angry Swede. He's always getting kicked off of WoW. He's actually playing Dota now.
I've been searching for free RPGs to play, MMOs.
Yeah.
Found a couple good ones. I like the Lord of the Rings one is great, by the way. Since we're in the realm of geekery news, that's a great free MMO to play the Lord of the Rings game. It's great. Lord of the Rings Online.
I think Ray Bradbury laughs at people that play.
Bitch.
Yeah, I think Ray Bradbury laughs at people that play Lord of the Rings.
Probably because his literary style was a little bit different. That's why I have so much respect for Bradbury.
Yeah.
It's not the same type of sci-fi fantasy that we're talking about. He's not in the same type of realm as Tolkien. It wasn't
I'm sure something inspired a movie. So how would I know this guy?
Fahrenheit 451.
That was actually a really good book, actually.
The Illustrated Man.
Oh yeah.
He had a great Alien book. I mean,
Alien book. What do you mean? Like Alien? He wrote the story.
I can't remember the title. Don't put me on the spot.
Yeah.
Don't put me on the spot. It's just it's been a week since he died, and I feel bad that it took me this long to.
I just found out about it today. What are you talking about?
He died a week ago. I didn't find out.
They probably. I saw it today, so I.
No, I saw it a week ago. I just forgot to talk about it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's on Drudge Report today.
I diffed completely on it because it happened a week ago.
No kidding. Oh well. Oh well. Thanks, Mr. Bradbury, for all your hard work.
That's right. Be respectful.
I am respectful.
Oh no, you went on.
I went on a rant because it affected my childhood. Not him directly, but people like him affected my sexual growth and development.
Your choices affected your sexual growth. Don't blame others.
It did.
You chose the D&D. You chose the LARP.
Fuck off.
You've LARPed. I know it.
How do you know that?
Because you're just a chuckle. That's a chuckle. I have been there, my friend.
Oh God.
I
did it in 1993 before it was unbelievably like on the internet and go. If YouTube would have been out in 1993, there is no goddamn way you could have got me out there, and I went on a whim. They told me we're gonna take PVC pipes and beat the shit out of each other, and I'm like, fucking sign me up. Sign me up, pal. The next thing I know, there's people running around acting. You can't kill their characters. There's a whole fucking political scene behind it. All I wanted to do was hit people with a PVC pipe. Hey, by the way, I got to play a zombie. That was kind of fun. Hello, you there? Oh, scheisse. Now we got to do another call. Well, Dave is off right now, and we're going to get him right back.
You know why you lost the call?
Why did I lose the call?
Because you touch yourself at night.
I do?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, sure. Well, you know, when I got rid of all that LARPing and D&D and that crap, that's when life started picking up.
Oh yeah, shut up.
That's the truth. You have anything else?
Yeah, actually, there's all kinds of, of course, success breeds nothing but copycats, especially in the film industry. So it shouldn't be as a surprise to everybody that the Avengers' success, the astronomical success that the Avengers has had. Wow, I don't think anyone predicted that it would do what it's done. But here's an early prediction. I think the Batman movie that comes out here very soon, it's going to be even bigger.
No way.
Guarantee.
Oh yeah, I bet on it. I bet on it doesn't even touch it.
Oh, I bet it surpasses it.
No way. No possible way.
The buzz around this movie, yeah, it's going to surpass it. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, coming soon, probably by the end of 2014, we will see the Justice League on. Who wants to see a movie about the Justice League?
Not me.
Not me. I hate DC.
Actually, Justice League is. I thought it was the other way around, but I found out Justice League spawned the Avengers, not the other way around.
It's not about spawning. Who cares? It's just the Avengers is a better. Well, I mean, it's the X-Men, the Avengers, the Fantastic Four. There's groups upon groups upon groups upon groups. It's not like there's just one group.
Here's the way I understand it, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. The way I understand it is the X-Men kind of spawned the Justice League. And the Justice League spawned the Avengers. It was just the constant competitiveness that took place between DC and Marvel.
Well, I'm not honestly. I can't place the exact date in which DC's older than Marvel.
Yeah,
so,
that I did know. That I did know. But I mean, the competition in the late '60s and '70s was pretty fierce, from what I understand.
It was absolutely. And it still rages on today, just in different ways.
Sure.
Marvel has North Star marry his longtime gay boyfriend. Now we have the Rainbow Lantern. It's just how it happens.
Yes. Scotty was relieved it wasn't Batman.
It should have been. Could you imagine that cover? The cover of New Batman with Batman blowing Robin.
That'd be fantastic.
God, it would have sold billions.
Fantastic. I think it was bad. Oh God. Well, I actually we had a private conversation. I called Green Lantern. I should have said that on the stupid show.
You did. I will give you credit. You did call Green Lantern. That was impressive.
Because they're not going to do it to Robin, and they're not going to do it to Superman, because they're not going to be able to. Green Lantern.
Oh, there was no
he's
way. It was
one of the bigger DC characters. Yeah, but you know what? On a comic book's hero scale, he's way below 20. So you could afford to make a Green Lantern gay and spawn some kind of short-term interest. Whenever you kill a hero, whenever you do something like this, it's short-term. It sells a few books. It creates, I guess, what it does is it creates a, I don't know, what do you call it? I can't even think of what I'm saying. What
buzz?
It creates a buzz. It makes a classic. It makes it worth something down the road. But that's it. But nobody cares about Green Lantern. Nobody cares.
This isn't going to accomplish any of those things you just said.
Sure.
For one main reason. Nobody fucking cares about the Green Lantern.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Green Lantern sucks.
Yeah,
the movie sucked. The comic book sucks. It's a crappy character. It's one of the worst.
I don't even know what his power is besides he's got a ring. I don't even know what he does.
His powers are infinite when he has the damn ring. There's no one when his ring's charged. He's pretty much the most powerful thing on the planet. Why can't he
kick Superman's ass?
Nobody can kick Superman's ass.
Why it's not infinite, is it?
I don't know. Well, Superman doesn't have to wear a fruity ring. I can tell you that.
No, he doesn't.
But he can be killed by a rock.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's stupid.
But try to get that rock near him. It's a bit of a project.
Well, if he doesn't see the rock, I can just chuck it at him.
Yeah, it's Lex Luthor.
Yeah, it's because Lex likes to talk too much.
Yeah, if he just
like to hear his own voice.
Yeah, that's true.
Just throw the rock at him and then kick him in the nads.
Run away. Throw the rock at him and then run away.
If I had a chance, I'd kick Superman in the junk.
Would you?
Oh yes.
I think you would.
If I had a chance, I'd kick you in the junk.
I think you would break your unsuper foot.
Well, not if there's kryptonite by him.
Are you gonna have kryptonite Jordans on?
Yeah. That's a great idea.
Yeah, that's
gotta be the shoes.
Yeah, it's gotta be the shoes. I kicked you.
Gotta be the shoes.
Yeah, in your
we got one more.
Sure.
one more big thing in the world of my realm, and the conclusion of E3,
Yeah,
the biggest electronic gaming expo in the world.
sure.
And I ranted about this on my show, and I do want to bring it up again because I think it's very important to talk about. We are witnessing the death of a giant, people,
Who?
at Nintendo. And
I'll give you a break.
no, and I'll tell
I
you why.
listen to this shit on your
It's
show. It's so
nothing.
off the wall.
It's nothing new.
No, because they never die. Everybody says they're gonna die, but they never die.
Nintendo has been on this path of self-destruction for 20 years.
Yeah, and making money all 20 of those years.
But they're not making money right now, my friend.
Show me a stock where they're losing money. Show me something where they're losing money.
They are. Their stock is going down. What are you talking about? The numbers are there.
Oh,
They're dropping like crazy.
Send it to me and I'll apologize to you. They're not going to lose.
Go type in Nintendo and you'll get all the information you need. Because I stole this. I stole this story, by the way, because it was a huge news talking about how they dropped the ball at E3. Their mistakes that they've made with the Wii U because they're so up their own asses about innovation.
Okay,
and
they had one bad E3. I'm sure it's not their first bad E3.
It's not just a bad E3. It was so abysmally bad because of what they did. It's their future because of what they're doing. They don't realize that the Wii sold as much as it did for two reasons and two reasons only. One, it was half the price of every other system that came out at the time, which the Wii U is not going to have that same option when the other systems drop. They're going to be much comparable in price.
Yeah.
Second, it was a gimmick. Gimmick that has ruined the industry.
Let me tell you something.
Now we got all this bullshit flash games that try to copy the same thing.
Sure. You know why? Because it was initially successful. Here's another thing that you probably don't know. Most of those systems they sell, those systems sell like the PS2 and an Xbox 360 are based on, they take a loss per box they make. And they try to make up that loss. Nintendo doesn't have those kind of business practices. They sell a Wii, they keep the money. And I think it has more to do with business practice. Now, I'll admit to you, I'm sure the Kinect and Move or whatever the hell is going on is going to be a lot more successful because the graphics are better.
It is more
I guarantee, as bad as a piece of junk that Wii is, they turned a profit of it.
They're
Are they losing money now, or did they turn an overall profit on the Wii?
Well,
you couldn't even get it 5 years ago. You had to kill somebody to get that damn thing.
You're not turning a profit on the hardware. You never do. The problem is they're not making the money on what they're supposed to be, and that's the software, because they have no
the software is awful.
games.
But it took them, people 3 years to realize how bad the software was.
Yeah, and the Wii itself, the whole motion control is clunky, and it's really not all that great. You look at how the Kinect has done it. The Kinect is fantastic. Even Wii Move Sony Move, that crap that they do. It's way better than the Wii. Yeah. And this is, look, I love Nintendo. I was an old school gamer. I'm not an anti-Nintendo guy, but we need to stop sucking Nintendo's cock.
We don't need to start doing anything. You buy whatever the hell you want. The fact of the matter is, there's been several systems that have come and gone since Nintendo.
The gamers have spoken.
Sega has. You know why? Because they don't need hardcore gamers. They sell to regular schmucks. That's who they sell to, and that is the audience everybody wants. The hardcore are gonna buy Wii and Sega and all that other crap out there, and Xbox 360 and what have you. Nintendo is going to grab people who don't buy games, and that is probably a bigger market than any friggin' nerd sitting around playing Call of Duty all day. They grab a market that those guys can't reach.
Nintendo is going to live on the same thing that it's been living on, because the only thing that has kept that stock anywhere near purchasable and relevant is the handheld division.
And then Pokemon. They make Pokemon, for Christ's sake.
Yes, well, it's did Nintendo create Pokemon? I'm pretty sure
not. I don't know. They bought it, and that's all that matters.
They bought it from a Japanese licensor. I'm pretty sure.
Sure, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The fact is, they're going to have money coming in from all those things. Here's another thing: Apple still makes computers. Nobody knows about it because nobody buys them. All right, but Apple's still making tons of money on all the other products they have. Even if, and I don't think it will, the Nintendo video game position will take some kind of friggin' loss. There are so many things that can hold that company up. So many things, and not only that, they could probably get back in the gaming market. Yes, I'm confused. Why do they want worse graphics than everybody else? Why do they want?
I think I might have confused you a bit.
Yeah.
When I say death, I mean
video game death in the same sense as Sega died.
Okay,
Sega died.
Sega stopped making hardware.
Hold on, damn it.
Making...
Don't interrupt. Hold on. Sega died, but they became one of the software giants, leaders in the industry. Yeah. That's where Nintendo.
They're not going to become a software industry. They're always
absolutely going to, because they're not going to make any money on the Wii U. The Wii U is going to be an epic fail of astronomical.
They've had epic fails before and still survived.
Not like this. No. The Wii sold incredibly. The N64, one of the most successful systems in history. The GameCube, as crappy as it was, sold a bunch of consoles. The Wii U is creating no interest because it's too much like the Wii that nobody wants now.
I think we got an expert. How would you like me to bring in?
I am an expert.
Okay, how would you like me to bring in Chris the Angry Swede to this conversation?
Oh, why? So I can just yell with somebody else?
No, it's just to hear the funny things he says, because he's like 17 years old and really angry, and I'm sure he has opinions on this shit.
Yes, because that.
Okay, that didn't go too well. Chris didn't pick up, and it screwed up our whole podcast. But hey, what are you gonna do? Nintendo sucks. That's the end of it.
Hey, if you like, I could pretend that I am Chris the Angry Swede.
Yeah, I suppose you could, but it wouldn't be that great, would it?
No, because we've already done this, and it turned out that was actually the worst part of the entire show, so I actually don't mind not doing it again.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Vertiver, and then I talk like I smoked for 50 years. That's pretty much the gist of it.
Yeah, you all missed it, and you'll never have it, and that's just too damn bad. That's all right. Do you have anything else in your geek news?
I'm sure I did. And by the way, Nintendo does suck, and you suck, yeah. and I hate you.
Whatever. We'll see. I guarantee they'll still be around. Guarantee it.
Well, yeah, they're gonna be. They're gonna be a software maker like Sega, because if they didn't have the handheld market, they'd be dead in the water as it is. Because we sucks.
Yeah, sure, fine. They're still gonna make money, and they're still gonna be fine.
The truth is, there's another story that we're not even talking about when it comes to video games, and that's how the market itself for consoles and software, as far as game sales, is dying.
It's because of the economy. The economy's terrible.
No, it's not. It's not. It has more to do with Facebook gaming and Flash games, and the internet downloadable content. And now that you can have a flaming yawn sent to your fucking iPhone,
yeah, good.
That's what's really happening. The consoles and stuff are.
Because consoles are for hardcore gamers, and that stuff isn't, and it's a bigger market.
It's counterintuitive to the flow of where the market's heading.
The hardcore gamer market is not as big as the casual gamer market. It's just
not anymore, unfortunately, because now it has to do with the shift in the paradigm of the views of how people are now. Gaming is not something you do behind closed doors anymore, just like being a nerd. Being someone in the zombies, these are all things that are.
You proved my point. You just proved my point. My point is that the casual people didn't have access.
I wasn't saying it wasn't your point. I wasn't saying your point was wrong.
Okay.
I'm saying that I'm agreeing with you, but I'm saying for these reasons.
Okay. Sure.
Because the perception of everybody has changed, and that's what hot. It's what's hot right now. It's what is hot right now.
Sure. Yeah.
Good God, I am a marble mouth goon.
Yeah. Is that it? You have anything else?
No.
Father, I look up to you. I need thy call. This letter ends my search. I'll live your dream. Now pass on to me. And I now wait to shake the hand of fate, like the dusk awaiting dawn. So wizards, cast your spell with no heart to do me well. So it is written.